Good morning. This is Exhibit Scotland TV. Nature's bouquet is splendid right now. Let's go and explore it together.
Exhibit Scotland TV is now live. Streaming IRL, Biosphere live, exploring the nature of SW Scotland, signal testing, Scotland, UK.
This meadowsweet behind me is absolutely covered in pollinators. Bees, flies, hoverflies. All enjoying the beauty of it. Already getting busy here early on this Saturday morning. I've been up for a couple of hours, just pottering around, enjoying my morning here. So we were here before. In the springtime. Do you hear that bird call? Last night there was a grasshopper warbler calling right into the night. It was cool. All night it was going brrrr. So yeah, we were here in spring. This seems to be the deepest into the biosphere we've managed to get and have decent signal. So this location, so just gonna kind of do a repeat of what we did before, really, and just see how things have changed over the seasons. And enjoy some of the ambience. So it's a great little spot here. I was thinking this last night. We've got this area here across the road, which is kind of like open hillside, I suppose, the beginning of it. There's some sort of replanted forestry going on. There's forestry up there on the hill. Anyway, it looks like native tree planting rather than any sort of agroforestry for pulp, which is pretty much what all the trees and all the forestry trees in Scotland get used for. It's difficult. I've never tried to put my hair up with one hand before. It's nice to see all the rosebay willow herb and everything all in it, full bloom. Do you hear the willow warbler there? It's interesting. Hawthorn's starting to. Can you see the berries on that hawthorn? Still quite young, but definitely visible. It's middle of the summer was just a couple of weeks ago now, 3 weeks ago, I think. So everything's really at its full now, fullest. These lovely red clover. I like red clover. It's edible. You can tempura it. Can't prove anything, I suppose, but nice. Something's been going through here. There's a, if you can see that in the grass there, but kind of where my shadow is. The grass has been kind of pushed forwards. Something's walked in there. And it's done it regularly enough for the plants to not be growing so much. A way through for something. Where does it come from? Is there... Sometimes you'll find that almost directly opposite the road, that on the other side there's another similar thing. Interesting, there's a bit of low wall there, and there's a kind of a bit of a path in here as well. It's going in there. It's a bit overgrown though. Doesn't look like it's being very well used. Lovely. Lovely. You hear that? A wren. Beautiful. It's really nice here. I really like this. As I was saying, you've got this mixture of scrub along the sides of the roads here. It's quite wet. The willow like it. And then you've got this kind of moorland or hillside upland. Slightly, in a sense, it's not really that upland. It's not lowland though. It's not coastal. We're kind of like, we're on the western edge of the core of the biosphere. I was having a look at the map earlier on, and I know we're a cable down for a light, which I could, I suppose I could try and pick one up. I've got so many of those cables, I don't really want to pick another one up. You can get batteries for the bat detector, that's not a problem. It's a bit disappointing last night though, to find out it had been accidentally switched on and run out of battery. Ah, look at these. They're really doing well. Gorgeous. Isn't that awesome? Red clover. Clover have got these trifoliate leaves where so they've got 3 parts to them, and as you can see they've got a kind of like a light triangle in the middle. That makes sense? Do you see that? Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? There's the young ones. So yeah, clover are members of the vetch family, the pea family. And there's a lot of those, all the way from laburnum trees to gorse bushes and much daintier things than what we just saw there. Little creepy things that creep around with tendrils and little flowers, vetchlings. Hear the little chaffinches. I like the wee chaffinches, so cute. So yeah, and then we're going to go up to New Galloway, I've decided. We'll go back down the road, down towards Stewart. And from there we'll head to New Galloway, and then I think we're going to go up through the other, wanted to try basically the other side of the core. There's a road that runs up it, goes past Loch Doon and stuff, and I thought, let's try it. Look at this. That's so pretty. Just the young roseberry willow herb flowers starting to come out. Cracking. Right, so went probably wandered in this field last time, so let's do that again. Hopefully there's no bullocks or anything. Do you see a fresh cow pat there? So we'll be careful. Get this all round. It's doing okay again. Looks a bit dry actually. We do with a bit of water. Nice to see. Right. So a bit of waterproof trousers on because there's a lot of moisture in the air last night. Look at these awesome foxgloves. And so I thought we're gonna get moist if we go looking at plants. We want to get soaking. So then we'll get in a good couple of hours in, having to explore before it starts getting too warm. I'm going to be driving in the warmth today, which isn't ideal, but hey, wow. That's cool. Biosphere live. I hear a bird of prey. So yeah, lots of habitat there, as you can see. All sorts of different habitat there. All the way, all that. I think that's the Merrick Hills. I think that's what that's called up there. That's the core of the biosphere. Makes sense, that's what it is anyway, based on looking at the map. So yeah, we're just on the edge of it really. And then you've got kind of forest kind of coming down, and then it gets kind of increasingly scrubby as you get over here towards the more agricultural land. And then you've got things like that, this kind of like area over there that looks like replanted forestry. So an interesting kind of patchwork of tree cover. And then my kind of favourite, this scrub where we're kind of at right now. We've got these kind of grassland with willow trees and the odd gorse bush and stuff. Natural regeneration just starting to do its thing. So what have we got here below us? It's very pretty down here. We've got this grass here. Looks like focus. There we go. You see, it's got a running all. It runs. They're all in one direction from one side. You see that? Oh, it doesn't like this. Put my hand behind it. So it's all kind of coming from one side. Yeah, so that's crested dog's tail, this grass. And then we've got this lovely, very dainty looking plantain flowers, which I'd like it to focus on. Ah, it's not in the right. There we go. That's going to work better now. So we've got plantain flowers. They're lovely, aren't they? Let's see, OG. Oh yeah, nice to meet you. Beautiful here, eh? So, just kind of waking up really. Stayed the night in the van last night.
Leanie Walks says, lovely view.
It is a cracking view. Really beautiful. So yeah, I've been wanting to come out and look at the plants, do a little botany session. For a while I'm driving around looking at plants thinking, ooh, it's gorgeous, everything's out. So that's what we're doing this morning, looking at plants, and it's glorious today, so we're blessed. So back to the plants. Where are you from, Leanie? Where do you walk? So yeah, that plant there, this red one here is sheep's sorrel.
Leanie Walks says, I am from Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, nice. I'd like to go there sometime in the next year or so. So that purple flower in there, cheeky one, that is self-heal. There's another thing that looks like self-heal, it's called bugle. It's a bigger one and it lives in the woods more. There were deer barking earlier on here this morning, somewhere over there. Last night when I got for a pee, there was somebody quite close to the vehicle, because it's a weird how they can make a cough a bit like a person. Sheep as well do that. Grass is littered with little webs that are glistening in the sun. See that? Wow, look at that. It's incredible.
Stream Elements says, thank you for following to Najanado.
Oh. Look at these walls, man. You were in Edinburgh yesterday? Amazing. What were you doing in Edinburgh? Wow, I'm going to have to take some clothes off already. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Wow. Yeah, so this is called a dry stain dike. And it's basically all just balanced. And usually the stone comes from the local area as well. And if you go to Cumbria, well, they're all across Scotland as well, but if you go to Cumbria, they are everywhere. It's incredible. But yeah, these walls just go off into the distance, all over the place. You'll find these dry stain dikes. They're amazing habitat for lizards and, well, all sorts of things. I suppose they're like stone hedgerows in some ways. You know, they're hedgerows are kind of barriers, and division in the landscape, and provides habitat for things. So does this. Quite fun to rebuild as well, and they've fallen down. Like, it looks like this is maybe being opened up actually over here to let a vehicle or cattle through or something. But anyway, what were you doing in Edinburgh? My friend's going to Edinburgh today. Whew. Wow, it's hot. Need to take some clothes off. Yeah, I can sit you up here. Obviously, there's a bird that likes to sit here as well, by the looks of things. Oh, cows are over in the next field. That's good to see. They're not in this field. Oh, wow. A lovely butterfly on that over there on the thistles. Let's see if we can get close to it. I need to not put my shadow on it.
Banabo says, imagine I met you in person before.
Imagine I met you in person before. Well, Ballybow, that's quite a possibility, isn't it? I mean, I'm from Edinburgh, and you know, you might know me, and you're just pulling my leg. Right.
Banibo says, I'm in Scotland as well.
Ah. What you doing in Scotland?
I know people from Edinburgh and Glasgow.
Are you visiting, or are you resident?
No, I live here.
You live here? Well, there's a high chance we can end up bumping into each other at some point. Right.
Wolo Hans says,
Yo,
morning all.
Wolo. Good morning. Just trying to...
Banibo says, morning there.
Get this gimbal sorted out. Hopefully that'll work a bit better. I think it's all to do with weight, the reason why the gimbal biffs out. Okay, right, well, last time we were here we didn't really go into this field. We stayed up here in this one. I'm happy to go into it for a bit of an explore. The more we go this way, the more I know we're walking towards no signal as well. So if it starts to go to Minecraft vision, then let me know. Yesterday we went to the very southwestern tip of Scotland. Rather southwestern, yeah. Mull of Galloway. That was cool. It was nice to go there. We didn't stay there for very long. The signal was very poor. I'd have stayed there for longer had there not been so many camper vans and other people there. It just didn't feel very it didn't feel very relaxing. So we found ourselves up here, which is ideal to start the day. And just kind of part of the whole signal testing thing is about it's finding out where we can go and stream, where we can go and explore. Sadly, there's a lot of places that are just not possible. However, this seems to be a little gold mine, this spot that we found here. There's a mast kind of over there, not far away, and it seems to be doing us proud right now. So this is so gorgeous, it really is. Don't really know what I'm looking for here either, just kind of wandering through the field and enjoying the wide views. I live down by the coast, so I get the beautiful sea views and things. I don't get these mountain views, which are pretty cool actually. They're not really mountains. They kind of are. I don't know. When does a hill start becoming a mountain? Come to Dundee. Last time I was in Dundee, I was DJing a gig called Tunage. Or yeah, was it called Tunage? It was with the Tunage lot. Do you know the drum and bass crew in Dundee? invited to demonstrate my work at an event at the University of Aberdeen in October.
Banipo says, I go to Firewater Agora a lot as well.
Ah, cool. I must confess not to know what those nights are. It's good to see that there are good nights going on in Dundee. I really
I'm
like
sure
this
you know
view
what
ahead.
Firewater is.
Maybe I do. I don't know. It's so nice. And you see how you've got the all the way down the mid from like in front of us, we've got this kind of more darker area of which is kind of zigzagging forwards down there. And that's the soft rush, the Juncus ephesus, and other water-loving plants. And then where you see the lighter green, where it's certainly more raised up, as you can see, it's where the basically where the water is stopping, and the climatic conditions are more favourable to, or less favourable to the wet-loving plants. So they're staying in their zone. And then you've got the grassland plants, the kind of the grasses and bracken and all the things that are here, dock, and a little bit on the higher ground. So you can, I love the way there are tones. We call them ecotones. And they, as I said, it's all to do with climatic conditions. So it's the water, the moisture that's being shown there by the plants, and that, it's a part of natural navigation. If you know things like that, right, I'm not going to go and walk through that because it's going to be wet and horrible and I might get stuck in it and all sorts. You're not going to do that. You're going to go around it. You're going to go over that bit of hill there instead, sort of thing. That wall up there in the back, sneaking around. It's cool. Anyway, been talking about the dock. Here's the dock, and this one's got a nice ladybird on it. That's pretty. Ladybirds don't look like that when they're young. They look more like
Wolo Hans says,
little
hello,
dragons. Hello, lady. Hello, lady. I love you. Bye-bye. When I was down at Corg's, this is Corg 909, he had this huge bush in front of his garden, in front of his front door, and it was covered in young ladybirds. Like pretty much every leaf had its own young ladybird on it, of various different sizes, and they were just so amazing. Kind of luminous green and pink and yellow spiky things. Just quite phenomenal, really.
Wolo Hans says, I was told the spots is how old they are. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't think that is true. I think the spots is more like an identification of the subspecies. I think there's lots of subspecies of ladybird. And you get brown ones with white spots and yellow ones with white spots and all sorts. So I'm pretty sure the spotted, and this is more to do with the variety.
Renan Butter Peanut Butter says, I hope you are well.
I might be wrong though. I'm happy to be corrected on that, but I don't think that's true. peanut butter. How are you doing?
Banabo says, exhibits milkman.
What?
Bredan Butter Peanut Butter says, I'm great thanks, smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks.
Oh. I like the way it says that, isn't it? Smiling eyes and rosy cheeks. It's quite pretty. So I love this tree here. This is an open-grown hawthorn. This hedge it was a hedge, obviously, clearly at some point. There's some more there. And there's a wall there instead. And yeah, just love the fact that it looks very like it's grown unhindered and in a very free way, wiggling around. It looks like a brain. It's cool. I'm too close to it for you to see.
Bredan Butter Peanut Butter says, beautiful tree.
It is. It's a hawthorn. We were saying earlier on, we noticed that some of the hawthorn berries were coming out. You can see them there. So you can make a jam from hawthorn berries. The birds like it. Anyway.
Can you eat them?
You can. You got to cook them. I think you got to cook them first. I've had hawthorn jam before. So yes, you can. I've never made it myself though. Over here, another bird of prey. Quite far off. There's a chance we might see some kites here, some red kites. Maybe even a golden eagle. It's a very slim chance we could see a golden eagle because there are some in the area through reintroduction programs. So this is a beautiful wee plant here. It's called yarrow. It can be quite a bit bigger than this as well, and its leaves look a bit like carrot leaves. They've got a beautiful smell. The leaves. There's another cool little plant here, just spotted. This is nice to see. These are dog violet, I think. These little pansies. Very pretty little things. Just poking up through the grass. This one's just starting to come out. Wow, it is so warm right now. There's some trackers Nutella down here. Let's go and have a wee look. See what we can see. Nice white butterfly there. I'm going to do moth trapping in the village at the end of the month. I'm going to get some moth traps and from the Southern Upland Partnership. I'm going to put them out on the 25th at night, and then on the 26th in the morning about 10 o'clock we're going to look at the moths. And he's actually asked me if I would like to do some live streaming with them as well. There's a lot of butterflies over there and they are in the mud, it looks like. That's cool to see. Can you see those? Is that 3 butterflies? It looks like 3 butterflies to me. They're not moving around very much though. Maybe they're not butterflies. Are they just engrossed? No, I can see one moving now. Yeah. They must be eating salt or something, enjoying something from the mud. So yeah, this is difficult to track anything in. Cows, I reckon. It's a bit sloppy. It's actually bubbling over there. Wonder what's in there. Something.
Bredan Butter Peanut Butter says, would you find Highland coos there?
Highland cows. We do. We do. Some Highland cows just down the road. It's a mixture of all sorts of cows here, to be honest. It's more of a, quite a dairy area, so a lot of dairy cow. Highland cows tend to be for beef more. Oh, little bird flew from down there. I think there's probably a nest down there. You can also hear a little toot 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 noise coming from over there as well. Just kind of directly ahead of my shadow. So we'll not go any further. There's some thistles there, but we can see more thistles. So yeah, what just happened there was the adult flew away from the nest to try and distract the so-called predator, me, from it. And so let us away. I think a wee bit of a boost now. Got you the power pack here. Because it's so warm, I don't want to charge until I needed it. Oh wow, look at that. That's beautiful. So this is a type of bed straw, basically. Bed straw was so called bed straw because people put it in, dry it and put it in their mattresses, pillows and stuff. It's really nice. Nice to see.
Peanut Butter says, beautiful spot for a picnic.
It is. And you can see these little yarrow plants.
Bredan Butter Peanut Butter says, looks like wattle.
I've kind of heard of wattle, but is that a common name? Or is that a local name? Because maybe it is. If it's with wattle, wattle could be a local name for it. Wow! Wow, the sunshine.
Says it's native to Australia.
Oh, okay. Wow, the sun is shining on me. Oh, wow. It's so warm here right now. Solar panel. Get the solar panel out. Woo! I better keep it away, otherwise I'll get burnt. That's the last thing I want. Woo! It's beautiful. Beautiful. I'm really loving seeing up there into all the hills. It's well cool. Really cool. Looks exciting up there. Not a big hill walker either, to be honest. Don't mind it. There's a reason. Not a big conqueror. I think that's the way of putting it. Some people are like, I need to get to the top of everything. Prove to myself and the world that I can conquer things. And I'm like, alright then, see you later. walk past everything that's interesting when they go on a conquering mission. Again, I don't mind doing it occasionally, you know, tick off the box, climb Ben Nevis or whatever, Ben Lomond, classics. If there was a way to live stream up there, that would be a reason. I like the lowland stuff. I like seashores, and this is kind of, I like this as well. It's kind of, as I said, scrub. Just, I like more to see. If you go further north from here, actually further north from Perth, the biodiversity, the plant varieties lessen and lessen the further north you go. And from the point of view of being somebody who likes plants and potentially wants to eat them, live off them, the idea that some plants just disappear is quite disturbing, really. You're a bit like, oh, that's one of my main plants for the year, sort of thing. So, yeah, Central Belt is really good, and this is kind of like lowland upland, I suppose, really. If that makes sense. Like, it's not the highlands of Scotland, this is the lowlands. That's upland in terms of altitude from the sea, in terms of what can live there. If that makes sense. So as you get further into the highlands, you go up away from the sea level. It's as well as further away from the equator. So the combination of those two things makes for, and probably the geology as well. I think that's probably why a lot of, when you look at the way little civilizations or towns and villages have appeared, you know, it's in relation to industry a lot of the time, isn't it? So a lot of stuff, just a lot of little villages and stuff pop up on the coasts because there's fish and fishing. It's because I've got these waterproofs on as well.
Peanut butter says, what time is it there?
It is 9:30 in the morning. Wow. It's baking hot. This is just quite incredible how warm it is right now at 9:30 in the morning. It's just going to get hotter, isn't it? Wow. Might just have to seek some shade, I think. This is kind of unprecedented, really, to be too hot to be outside at 9:30 in the morning. It's like Spain or something. Whew.
Peanut butter says, are you following a map or just going where your heart desires?
A bit of both. basically the live streaming requires signal. And so the streams are dependent on where we can get signal. So that has an influence on where I'm taking you. And the car coming from both directions. I'm happy. There's a bus. 359. Another car, jeez. Right now, just on the brow of this hill here. I was observing this, and I've observed it a number of times while I've been here. The traffic coming from both directions disappears for up to 20 minutes at a time, and then all of a sudden from both directions traffic appears. It's like, how is that happening?
Bargrennan says, I also watch people who ride their bikes around London and have terrible troubles with signal.
Yeah, so yeah, I think particularly London must be difficult because there's so many people down there fighting for what signal is there. Yeah, so to further answer your question, I'm trying to unlock areas. So yesterday we drove down roads and things to see whether the signal was holding up or not. And what we tended to find was that the stream didn't die. It did a few times, but I was really pushing it, I think, in where I took you. So yeah, we're on the west side of that core of the biosphere. So now I've decided I'm going to go back down the road we came up, back to Newton Stewart. We'll go along to New Galloway, then we'll follow the road up the east side of the core. And that looks like quite a decent main road. I suppose we'll find out. It would be good to discover whether or not we can stream there or not, basically. Just going to stand here under the tree for a second. Wow. It's absolutely unreal. Driving in this is going to be difficult as well. Probably should get on with the driving a bit sooner, or at least some of it. I'm going to have to make sure that I'm hydrated properly as well. Don't want to get a headache. Meadowsweet smells really good here. Plants really are all in full bloom right now. It's probably the blackcurrant, I'm talking about brambles as well. We've got flowers. So I want to go up there as well. But it's so warm. I'm going to take off another layer. Just going to have to take these waterproof trousers off. Now I'm going to be walking on the road, so Wow. Thank you, sunshine. Thank you for your beautiful energy. It's incredible. Sweating. Totally like ringing. It's ridiculous. Can't believe how sweaty I am. I just had the backpack on. It's just like all down my shoulders and across my back. It's ridiculous. Whoa. See. Little birds. Toot. We drink of something as well. Over here. Do you want to go swimming, chat? I'd like to go swimming.
Vanabo says, I go swimming at my gym.
This is one of those moments where all the plants that we've seen and we've walked all over the place are all just here in this one little spot. That's probably true. And so we've got this one here which looks like valerian. Might be wrong though. And got the roseberry willowherb, the pink one. The meadowsweet. And looks like in amongst the meadowsweet here we've got a little vetch. Remember I was talking about those little creepy vetches? There's a little vetch in there. Hey Craigo, good morning. Just seen you there. And got some the bonking beetles, as people call them. And a variety of different grasses. As I said, I'm pretty sure that this is I might be wrong. Is this crested dog's tail and the other ones, or is this cock's foot still to come out? I'm not sure, because this is all on one side as well, which is getting me like confused. But it is kind of yet to properly unfurl. So, and what else have we got here? We've got hogweed stuff here. It's got a spiky kind of leaf down there. It's not giant hogweed. It still can be an irritant though. We've got some ferns in here. Looks like bracken or something. There's some brambles running through that. There's the marsh thistle there in the background. And the yarrow, some yarrow there. You hear the grasshopper. It's a lovely marsh thistle here. You can see this one's been attacked by the birds. They've been stamping on it and poking at it for the seeds, which they love. Very dainty, and I always think it's got a kind of, it looks a bit purpley all the way up. Here's the dock. We were talking about the dock. Looks a bit like sheep sorrel. They're in the same family. And it's nice seeing this is the colour that yarrow turns over in the sun. It goes this lovely pink colour. Don't let the grass touch. So yeah,
Bredan Butter Peanut Butter says, when I was in Scotland my son bought me a necklace with that purple flower in it.
Oh, lovely. Which purple flower? We've got this one. These are foxgloves. This foxglove is nearly fully at seed. You see all the seed pods on this one. And then you've got this one down here. This is the self-heal that we saw in the field. This purple one. Is it this one? Is this the purple flower you're talking about? Because it's got on a necklace, I would expect it to be a thistle. And then we're talking about the juncus, the soft rush. This is the soft rush, all of this stuff here.
Bredan Butter Peanut Butter says, yes I think so.
Well, it's very thick. And I'll pull out one of these. It's quite difficult. Let's teach you a little bit about soft rush. Rushes are smooth all the way around. There's nothing to kind of like obstruct your fingers, is it? So it's a good identifying feature. The roundness of the rushes, the alliterative element of that as well. So inside the rush, there is a porous material, and was used for a long, long time. You could buy packets of it. It was used as a candle wick. What they would do is, we'll get this out. They would cook their meat or whatever. Sausages and things, and then soak this white porous material in the sausage meat, in the fat from the sausage meat or the meat, and then let it dry, and then you have these little wicks, and if you're in the dark, a single candle flame, actually your eyes can adjust to that. So, yeah, basically there were these old sort of metal plates with a hook, and these would sit on there on the hook and burn away slowly. And I also think that it's an unused opportunity for natural insulation, because it grows everywhere, and I don't think this stuff breaks down very well, very fast. So I reckon making bales out of this would be, or even like cutting it and then packing it in between shuttering or something, might be quite interesting insulation. Mad stuff, isn't it? Anyway, I'm getting a bit of a headache because it's so hot. So I'm going to seek shelter in the van And you're going to come with me. I'm going to go for a drive. The sun's starting to come around into the cab now, so it's starting to warm up. There's a bit of a spot of sun on the dashboard. So it's been cool in here up till now. So yeah, time to get you out of the gimbal. Put you in this one here. Like that. Yo. And it's amazing weather. Absolutely amazing.